I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we're taking a closer look at Power Man and Iron Fist Sweet Christmas Annual Issue number 1. Yep, that's right, it's not a regular annual, it's not even a regular Christmas special, it's a sweet Christmas special. So without further ado or grandstanding, let's hop on in and find out what happens next, shall we? Okay then, so we join the comic around the Black Friday shopping season. A toy manufacturer who is so clearly a villain it's hilarious is rolling out his brand new product. It's called a Schnookie. What's a Schnookie, you might be asking? Well, besides sounding way too close to Snooki and Shaboopy, it's actually something that every kid wants this year. You see, it started as a video game, but now you can get the actual physical dolls, and by doing so you can actually unlock stuff in the mobile game. Ah, I see what you're doing here, David Walker. It's a hideous mashup of Pokemon Go, Furbies, and Skylanders. Very insidious, I like it a lot. Now, not wanting his daughter Daniela to be left out, Luke and Danny decide to head on down to Times Square to wait in line for their very own Schnookie. Power Man, as you might have guessed, doesn't really understand the appeal of these toys, and shockingly, it was actually Uncle Iron Fist who got the little girl into it in the first place, because let's face it, Danny is just one big kid at heart, isn't he? They're not the only superhero parents there either, as we soon find out Jessica Drew and her little boy are there as well, and Drew is kind of freaking out. This is her first year as a mother, and she thinks she might be blowing the whole Christmas thing. There's actually a really nice through line throughout this issue of Luke supporting Jess as a mother and saying that she's doing just fine. Have you left your kid on the subway yet? Have you left blaxploitation movies on in the background yet? Nah, then you're doing just fine. Now, all around the toy store, things start to get a little creepy. Well, you know, more creepy than adults willing to batter each other just so their spawn can have the hottest new toy. No, there's something magical and otherworldly there, and in fact, there's also a creepy Santa hanging out around the periphery who we soon discover is actually Damien Hellstorm, aka the Son of Satan. Occasional Marvel Universe villain as well as occasional Marvel hero. Here, though, he is most definitely a hero. The bad guy, as we soon discover, is the Toy Maker, who isn't human at all. He's actually a demon known as Krampus. Yep, that's right, they worked the Krampus into this story. An evil being who feeds off the souls of corrupted children, and who hopes to use these Schnookie dolls to take over the world. As Hellstorm tells the rest of the good guys, the Krampus was actually banished for 1,000 years by Saint Nicholas. Oh yeah, that's right, did I forget to mention that Santa totally exists in the Marvel Universe and is a character? In fact, if I'm not mistaken, he might actually be an Omega-level mutant. Sadly, Santa has also been missing ever since he banished the Krampus, which means that saving the day falls to Luke, Danny, Jess, and all the other heroes of the Marvel Universe, as this Schnookie threat is actually beginning to envelop all of New York. It's actually fun to see all the heroes with children or around small children drawn into the fight themselves. The now living demon dolls begin to attack our heroes, who, when their backs are against the wall and their own young ones in danger, manage to call up powers never before seen to help beat these bad guys back. Even though our heroes fight valiantly, they're quickly overrun. Krampus is a demon and as such cannot be defeated through conventional means. It's actually Daniela who calls out for help, and her Christmas wish is answered in the form of Santa. Yeah, it seems that Santa Claus actually went into hiding after battling his ancient enemy the Krampus in hopes that if he stayed hidden, the Krampus would do the same. But now, inspired by the good work done by the Heroes for Hire, Santa returns and once again manages to lay down a Yuletide whammy-zammy of magic against the Krampus. And thus the day is saved. Our heroes are going to have a Merry Christmas, and Santa even imparts some final words of wisdom, saying that while the Krampus may be defeated, what he stood for, the greed and corruption, still very much exists in the world today, and that's why he's happy to have heroes like Power Man and Iron Fist ready to fight against it, for the sake of all the children in the world, not just their own. And indeed it was the sweetest Christmas of all. In summation, Power Man and Iron Fist Sweet Christmas Annual number 1 was a righteous feel-good comic from beginning to end, and easily the best Christmas-themed comic I read this year. It makes great use of the Marvel Pantheon, drawing on characters we haven't seen in a bit, while also continuing that great Walker humor. It also has all the makings of a great Christmas story and even manages to have a little bit of a message there at the end, which I appreciate. Most comic Christmas stories don't have that. Overall, I would give this one a 10 out of 10. I love Power Man and Iron Fist, and I think this is going to go down as one of their all-time bests. Another great bit about this comic as well, it fully acknowledges that people celebrate other holidays around Christmas time, not just Christmas on its own. I give this comic a much-deserved 10 out of 10, and because it's midnight right here where I am, I can officially wish all of you out there in the Cape Joel fanbase a Merry Christmas of your own.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching my newest video. I hope you enjoyed it, and while you're here, why not check out another video I have on offer, or maybe if you're feeling in a supportive mood, you want to like or subscribe. And if you want to support the creation of more videos just like this one, then please by all means check out the Cape Joel Patreon. A little bit goes a very long way, and I will see you all next time.